what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this video, I'm going to do the muscles of the lower limb. Okay. All right. So this model right here. It's going to be a left one. Toe here. The hallux. It's medial side, the lateral side. Anterior. All right. So let's get started on these. So here you're going to have muscles that are going to, if the muscles cross the front of the hip, it's going to flex the thigh. If the muscles cross medially on the hip, it's going to adduct the thigh. Lateral on the hip, abduct the thigh. And then posterior to the hip, the muscles will extend the thigh. Okay, so let's do the 5 muscles that flex the thigh. The 5 muscles that flex the thigh is going to be up here. We have the the iliacus and the psoas major. Both of these muscles come together and form the iliopsoas, and that's going to flex the thigh. Also, the Sartorius muscle is going to flex the thigh. Okay. The Tensor fasciae Latae, flex the thigh. The Rectus femoris is going to flex the thigh. Okay. There's going to be 3 muscles that are going to adduct the thigh. Here you have the Adductor Longus, the Gracilis, and Adductor Magnus. All 3 of those muscles are going to adduct the thigh. Okay. Now you're going to have a muscle that's going to abduct the thigh, which is going to be this muscle called the Gluteus Medius. It's going to abduct the thigh. Okay. Now let's do the muscles that are going to extend the thigh. All right. Extending the thigh, here we're going to have laterally the biceps femoris. Biceps femoris, laterally on the pinky toe. The semitendinosus. This muscle here, semitendinosus. And underneath the semitendinosus, you're going to have the semimembranosus. Okay, so all 3 of these muscles are going to extend the thigh. And these 3 muscles are called the hamstrings. Okay. All right, now let's look at these muscles that are called the quadriceps muscles. Quadriceps femoris muscle. The quadriceps femoris is going to be made up of 4 muscles. You're going to have the Vastus Lateralis, the Vastus Medialis, the Rectus femoris, and underneath the Rectus femoris, you're going to have the Vastus Intermedius. Vastus Intermedius. So all 4 of those muscles are going to cross the knee. It's going to cross the knee anteriorly. Okay, so it's going to extend the leg. It's going to extend the leg, make your leg go straight up like this, up and down. It's going to extend the leg, but the Rectus femoris also crosses the hip in the front, so it can flex the hip. Rectus femoris can flex the hip, extend the knee. All 4 of the quadriceps extend the knee. Right? So let's go to the muscle in the back here of the knee. This muscle right here, that's going to be called the Popliteus. Popliteus is going to unlock your knee, or it's going to flex your knee. Okay, either one of those. All right, so that's flex your knee. And the hamstrings, not only do they extend the hip because they cross the hip in the back, extend the thigh, they also flex the leg because they also cross the knee in the back. So the hamstrings flex the leg and extend the thigh. All right. So let's look at the muscles that are in the leg. These 2 muscles are called the gastrocnemius, and it's going to have 2 heads. It's going to have a lateral head and it's going to have a medial head. And the gastrocnemius, what it's going to do is pull on this calcaneus tendon or the Achilles tendon. It's going to pull on it and lift up the heel so you can be able to stand on your tippy toes. Okay? So you can stand on your tippy toes. So the gastrocnemius pulls on the calcaneus tendon, which pulls on the calcaneus bone to plantar flex the foot. It's called plantar flex the foot. Right. Also, another plantar flexor of the foot is going to be the soleus, and the soleus is going to be the muscle that's right underneath the gastrocnemius. You can see it here. You can see it here laterally. You can see it here medially. You can see it underneath. All that is soleus, and the soleus is going to plantar flex the foot. And soleus in Latin means flat fish, so it's a flat muscle, and you have like these 2 round muscles that sit on top of it, which are the gastrocnemius. And the 3rd muscle that's going to plantar flex the foot is going to be the peroneus longus. Okay, so the 3 plantar flexors of the foot is going to be the gastrocnemius, the soleus, and the peroneus longus. In addition, the peroneus longus inserts to the side of the foot so it also can evert the foot. So it brings the foot outwards. It's called everting. Okay. So that's the additional feature of the pronatus longus in addition to plantar flexing. Okay. Then we have this muscle here. This is called a tibialis anterior. The tibialis anterior dorsiflexes your foot, so it brings your toes back towards you. That's dorsiflexing. And the tibialis anterior also inserts medially on your foot. It's kind of really bright. How can I do this? Right there, I think. So tibialis anterior goes like this, and it inserts here on the side. So since it inserts on the side, inside the foot, or medially in the foot, it's going to invert the soles of your foot. Okay. So the tibialis anterior is going to dorsiflex, and it inserts medially in your foot, so it's going to invert. So bring your foot inwards like this. So pronatus longus everts, tibialis anterior inverts. Okay, so that's pretty much it. All the muscles of the hip, the thigh, anterior, posterior, medially, and lateral, and muscles of the leg, posteriorly and anteriorly. Okay. All right, hopefully that helps you out. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will check you out on the next video, which I don't know what it'll be, but I'll see you then. All right, take care. Bye-bye.